He said everything's running, just don't touch nothing. Jesus.
Tornado, dude.
I get you're hot, but God. This thing's nice, dude.
Yeah, it's nice. You got to turn the fan down, son.
Gonna smoke in here?
No, no. Stop. All right, so.
This thing is definitely very nice. Man.
Hello, everyone. We're in the interior of the Badlands Bronco. It is not 78 degrees. I don't care what that thing says. Yeah, we're gonna go for a ride.
This reminds me of
first impression ride.
That's nice. This reminds me of a less cheap version of your interior, little GoDad you put in there.
Hey, that's why we're gonna have a comparison video, okay?
I do see Cassie's gripe.
Yeah.
You know, like why? Even with the FJ, they at least has something. They put it here, but that isn't really doing what you need to do. I can tell you this, I own the Ford Focus RS, and this is significantly less rattling right off the bat.
No rattles. I was quite shocked by that. There is some wind noise at like 40 miles an hour on up. It's a whistle. I don't know where it's coming from. But that's really my only gripe as far as driving it. Whenever you're... Oh, the auto start stop thing is just terrible. But you can turn it off. They make it easy to turn it off. You just have to do it every time you get into the vehicle.
When I got my RS tuned, I had them tune that off, so I never had to remember.
I can. You can disconnect it from the battery up here.
Oh, yeah.
I just haven't done it. So it's only got 178 miles on it. It's literally brand new, and I'm not even getting on it, but you can tell it's just got. You can just feel it pulling.
Yeah, just natural.
Yeah, you can't really feel the turbo lag.
I know, it's crazy. Technology's really done away with it with vehicles like this. That's why Toyota went to, the turbos, because we're just so far advanced now that, you're looking at a Sequoia, a Momobile with damn near 600 torque.
Yep.
And I'm sure that thing's going to rip once people start getting their hands on it.
So, 415 foot-pounds of torque, 330 horsepower, I think. And with a simple JB4 tune for $550, get you another 100 horsepower and 150 foot-pounds of torque. You can't beat that.
No.
For me to get that much horsepower, Megalex would be easily $7,500 plus tuning.
Well, that's also another thing.
Supercharger.
The consumers that they don't. A lot of people just regurgitate. Oh, it's a BMW when it comes to super. People don't think like, you have a NA car to get horsepower. You have to spend a lot of money. But when you're getting these turbo cars like this, you're getting a $500 tune that gives you 100 horsepower because these companies have all these regulations with the EPA and things like that. So they got, cats everywhere. But, with a vehicle like this, you spend no money and you get power. It's crazy. Yeah. Well, how much would you have to spend to get 100 horsepower in a Tacoma?
Oh, well, $10,000. Because you need a supercharger or you need a turbo. Yeah. And because it doesn't come with that, you're talking about lots of money.
Speaking of, dude, the Tacoma, this has great road noise. I hear that little whistle you're talking about.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm not hearing, for how big of the tires, not hearing a lot of debris and outside noises. These new vehicles have just come so far.
Yeah, it's nice to drive. It's the suspension is compliant, but still really planted to the ground. So all the bumps get soaked up, but you still feel like you're in control. It's not like driving Megalex, I can tell you that.
I can tell you this, I'm a 3-time FJ owner, and this feels like the natural progression of an FJ, honestly. Like in terms of, you still got that boxy.
I'm curious how many windshields are going to get broken. It's the exact same idea.
Right. But you got the boxy style, but if Toyota had redid the FJ already, it wouldn't have all this technology. It's nice seeing the dash illuminated like that.
Mm-hmm.
This rod's really nice. The interior is just really nice.
And the reason why I opted for the hardtop, and also why it took so long to get, is because I didn't want all that road noise. I wanted it to be nice. I wanted it to be as much like a 4Runner as I could from Ford, I guess.
Yeah, and look, it's not like me nor you are huge Ford fans, and we get the whole found on road dead and all the issues. I had my RS, I got rid of it because of Ford things, but at the end of the day, dude, they got 4Runners in California going for $70-something thousand. They got Tacomas right now during these. In the future, we might sound silly in this discussion, but hey, during the COVID and post-COVID world thus far, you got Tacomas and 4Runners going for $70,000 in certain states. For 50-something, this thing is
$59.
It's exceptional. It is.
$59.5 MSRP.
Yeah, it is really nice. I definitely feel like I'm sitting in a luxury off-roader for sure.
Yeah, and it's one that I could literally just take it. I feel like I could almost take it anywhere right now, even without a winch, and feel pretty confident I'd be getting out and going home that day.
Yeah, just, don't drive lines that you don't feel confident in. I'm pretty sure this thing could I've owned so many Toyotas. This thing seems very, very just different. You pay all that money for the 4Runner. You get the cloth seats still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't like a leather, but it's some sort of synthetic leather, so it can be washed down. The entire interior can be washed down. It's got drain holes in all of the floors. I have a little grab about the mats in the back. They just kind of slip around. They don't hold anything.
Yeah, Toyota did that too, but they fixed it in the FJ. So they put these little clips and things to kind of, because I hate when the mats, it just kind of defeats the purpose. This thing, I do hear the whistle. I will, sorry to hit on it twice, but thus far, that's my only road noise complaint. Yeah, it's weird to even tell where it's coming from.
Yeah,
it
sounds like it's coming from here. It might be those accessory mounts or something.
This thing's nice, man.
Yeah, it is nice, and I can't say that it isn't nice, but it still doesn't have like what you'd expect in a Toyota, or I can't really compare it to a Lexus, but that's what I'm going to do, because like when you shut the doors, they sound hollow and cheap. The center console is literally just a hole.
Yeah.
It's tiny. It's got 2 cup holders total in the entire vehicle. No wireless charging. You have to plug your shit in. Even though, we've got so much technology here, they skimped out on other areas.
Right.
But I think it makes sense considering all the effort they put into making it the most capable off-roader.
Right. Everything else excels. You have a couple little fair gripes. I like to see you actually get on it. Not for the video, for your friend. Not right here, obviously.
Well, I'm gonna let it break in.
Oh my God.
Because it is a Ford. Let's not mince words. I'm gonna follow the instructions so it doesn't just
cringy.
break down.
I just want 1 0 to 60 pull.
To Ford's credit, the 2.7 liter that is in this one has been in production for many, many years and has very little issue. I think.
Oh, dude, look at the people. Once again, I will say Ford. People's complaints on longevity. I still see the good old boys around here driving the Ford F-150 from the 90s with 3 car totaling accidents on the body, and they still do okay. But I will say this, man, you look at that EcoBoost, the truck with the twin turbo motor. I forget exactly what model because I ain't
railroad track.
A Ford enthusiast. But dude, that car can pull X amounts of weight. And then I remember when I was still in the RS scene, they had Ford EcoBoost trucks running like 12s and late 11s with a tune and like a downpipe. It's like, geez, man.
But the downside to this particular vehicle, despite the fact that it's got 330 horsepower, 415 foot-pounds of torque, what do you think it can tow?
Probably 3,000 to 5,000. A lot of people have been skimping on that tow.
3,500 pounds.
As much as the Sienna
Max.
I'm looking at. As much as the minivan I'm looking at.
Max tow rating of 3,500 pounds, even though it comes with a tow package and a 7-pin harness. The kind of shit you'd see.
Right, in a tower. Like
right.
In
I would have expected that this thing could have at least towed 5,000 pounds like the 4Runner. The 4Runner.
Less specs.
Less horsepower, less torque. Same boxed frame design. Same kind of 5-point suspension in the rear. Springs. IFS up front. How is it able to tow 5,000? This can only do 3,500.
Like, it's weird. I wonder if it's one of them things like what you talk about with Lexus. Like, could it tow the 5, but because of maybe it's heavier than a 4Runner, I don't know. It's like they don't want people get their 5,000 pound boat that weight that costs X amounts of money and messing it up.
This might be the wrong place to stop, but we're doing it.
For sure. Yeah. Hey, we done got 3 looks.
Hey.